Hello, guys, welcome to my channel. Here I am back with another spoiler video. So this weekend I uploaded another video related to Bad Buddy analyzing episode 2, so let's begin the video and notes Pran's perspective. It starts with Pran screaming Pat's name to get his attention. Pat is playing the game. Then Pran looked at the unwashed dishes on the basin. Then he quickly orders him to wash his dishes, but another person is to stick to the phone screen playing mobile screen and ignoring Pran's word. So then Pran snatched his phone from Pat's hand. Then Pat frowned like a child and slowly cursed him. Then he offers Pat to swap work because Pat doesn't like to wash dished, and Pran was cutting vegetables. And Pran even know he can't even able to cut the cardboard properly, and he usually cut his own finger. But Pat convinced him. While Pran was washing dishes, he took a glance at Pat and saw he terribly he cutting those piece. He cursed him, "Damn Pat, what are you doing?" But Pat thought he have done a perfect job. But Pran screamed at him and said, "Stop it, I'll do it by myself." Then Pat thought he is doing a perfect job, but he stopped and said, "I can't do it like you." So then Pran said, "Just go to sleep, I will do it myself." Then Pat insisted that the owner of the house is not slept yet. How he can sleep? But then Pran said, "No, I'll do it myself." Then Pat said sorry. Then Pran stopped for a second and took a deep sigh. Then Pat took his nong home, went to the bedroom. Then Pran looked at the piles of pieces. Then he smiled, imagining Pat. Then he has a smile. Then he took those pieces and bring a box. Then he put those pieces and said to himself, "How I can throw them away." Then it's morning time. Pran as usual hurrying to go to university. Then Pat suddenly woke up and scared Pran. Then Pat asked, "Are you going to university? Why didn't you woke me then?" Pran said, "You scared me." "When did you wake up?" Then Pat replied, "That's due to Pran's footsteps." Then Pran said, "Go get ready for the class." But Pat still didn't leave the bed. Then Pran left to university, where he meets his gang, and Y asked him, "How are you feeling? Your eyes are all backed." Then Pran replied he was working all night. Then Y asked, "Did you bring the assignment?" Then Pran quickly looked at his bag and saw there is no pen drive. Then he said he might have forgotten at the dorm. Then Pran looked at the long queue. Then he thought he would not be able to submit the assignment on time. Then he secretly called Pat. He asked Pat, "Are you still at home?" Then Pat replied, "Why will I be out yet?" Then Pra said, "Is there any pen drive at my computer desk?" Then Pat said, "Wait a minute." Then he replied, "Yeah, there is it." Then Pran said, "Sneak around here and bring it to me." Then Pat jokingly said he is not afraid he meets his friends. Then Pran angrily said, "Are you coming or not?" Then Pat replied, "Don't get angry. I'll give it to you." Then Pran hung up the phone, and 10 minutes later he got a text that he is here. Then Pran said to his friends that he is going to the bathroom. Then he rushed to the stairs and saw Pat sitting and smiling as usual. And then Pat jokingly said, "I am waiting here for like 10 years. Then Pran said, "Where is the pen drive?" Then Pat gave the drive to Pran, and Pran once again checked that is there anyone here. Then Pat said, "Why are you afraid? If someone sees, we will start punching each other and I will say I came here to bully you." Then Pran said it would hurt a lot. Then Pat replied quickly, "You worry about me." Then Pran suddenly said, "Someone is calling me," to avoid the question. Then Pat said, "Now you owe me something." But Pran said, "Comparing to what have I done to cover up you to that, this is nothing." Then Pat made a frowned face. Then he said, "See you tonight." Then Pran frowned harder. Then Pat blew him a kiss and he left. Then Pran said, "Shameless bastard." So far I don't think this scene might not exist, but let's see, because episode 3 preview is showing something else.